Okay, that's great, Kapil. One thing more that your English is looking solid. I mean, in terms of vocab, I can see you have very good vocab. So, what is
Uh,
secret behind it?
Thank you for this. This is very nice of you. And
Okay, so hi, Kapil. How are you?
I'm fine. I'm great, Anand. How are you?
Yes, I'm doing good. I'm good.
Okay. So how's your YouTube channel going on?
Yes, I think it is quite good. It is going good, and I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, and
Okay.
I also watched some of your videos that was very good, and you are going very faster. You are rising star like.
I don't know that it is going fast because I have seen so many YouTube channel growing so fast that you can't even think about it. But anyway, I'm on good track right now. Okay.
Yeah.
I think yes, people are enjoying it. They are learning something out of it. So yeah, really, I'm glad.
Yeah.
So tell me, today I want to talk with you about government jobs because you have been a person who have cracked so many government jobs, and especially being Indians, we always like government job, okay, and we always want to do any sort of government job. So tell me that you had told me that, and I know about you that you have faced, you have cleared even SSC examination so many often. So how did you do that?
Okay. So that was a long story, but I will tell you in short. Um, there was a time when I was not able to clear any examination, and the worst thing was that I was not able to clear railway group D. That was shock for me, and in 2017, 2017, I was very devastated, and I was just thinking that I hope if I would clear some of exam, and I was just relying on my background study. I had a 12th class in a good marks, like 80 to 85% marks I gained in 12th class. So I was just thinking that I'm very good at study, so I will be clearing any examination easily. I will not have to study much. I was just thinking like that. But we must say, or everyone has to know this, that if you want to clear any examination, then you must have to prepare for that especially. You can't rely on your background. You can't rely on your percentage marks which you have just gained in your 12th or 10th. So this, after learning that thing, I started working hard, and I knew that this is the race, and if you have to win the race, you have to run faster than others. This is not matter how quickly you run, how much time you take in running. The matter is that you have to be first, second, third, or in the queue. You have to be in the number which is allotted for the vacancies. So that thing I learned, and after that I started my preparing, and I started study. And I have left my study in 2015. 2013, yeah, or 14, because that was the time when my family condition was not very good. So I had to quit my study and started farming in my village. That's why I'm still living in my village. So after doing that, I was just thinking that I will not do job. I will just do this kind of things. But after some time, I realized that I'm not made for this. I'm made for government jobs. Then I started again in 2018 when I started study again. That was very cruel time. That was very hard time for me, because after leaving study such a long time, you are not able to study at all. And I was not learning anything. I was just fighting with the books. I was just fighting with words, or I was using WhatsApp in between. And if I study 5 hours, then I counted that I study only 2 hours. 3 hours just has gone in WhatsApp or Facebook, some other things. Then I minimize using WhatsApp, so social media, and I did this because I made a timeline. I used to make a timeline for daily. If I use WhatsApp, then I write it down. I wrote it down that after that this time I started using WhatsApp, and till this time I using WhatsApp. So that after a whole day, at the evening, I calculated whole thing, and after calculating, I came upon that I had spent such a huge time in WhatsApp or other things. So after next day, I tried to minimize this, and after 6 months, I was very fond of study, and I was loving the books. Sometimes I was embracing the books and crying that because I was just thinking that what was I doing? That was ridiculous. That was very waste, and now I am on the track. So that was very happy thing for me. And if I had not a job, then I would also be happy because whatever I learned from the books, that was amazing, and that is still with me. And I didn't know anything about speaking English, but I did this because of books, because I relied on books, I trusted in books, so that was happening. Yes.
Okay, that's great. So, you are from UP, perhaps?
No, I'm from Madhya Pradesh.
Okay, you are from MP.
Yeah,
So, in
yeah,
which medium you studied?
yeah. I studied in Hindi medium, or almost all the time I studied in government schools.
Okay, that's great. I mean, your story is coinciding with mine. So,
Thank you.
I have been also a Hindi medium student. Okay, and
Yeah.
after all, I learned English later on. So tell me one thing. Yeah, you talked about the government job. You told that it doesn't matter when do you start your studying, but if you have passion, zeal, or you really want, then you can crack it, right? So right now, after this pandemic, everything is getting
Yes.
devastating. One who was waiting for government job, they were looking for government job. I think they have been impacted very badly during this pandemic. So what do you want to tell them?
Oh, okay. So could you just repeat last line of your question? I couldn't get that.
I mean, because of this pandemic, so many people have been, suffering. They were looking for government job, but government is not taking any examination, and as well as they are not recruiting the, new vacancies. So, how will they deal with this situation? Because they will have to keep patience until or unless the once again everything is not getting open.
Yes, yes. So this is the hardest time I ever seen in this field, or for every field, I think, and for especially for a unemployed person, this is very hardest or toughest time. We must admit this, and we must admit this that everyone will not get job. Only some of them will get job. This must be admitted. And if you are looking for government job, if you want to this, then you must bent on doing your preparation. You must put your hardest effort in it because everyone is wanting, everyone is looking for the jobs, and the jobs is less. I see whole situation like this, electric gate of a lift is getting closer, is going to get closed, and you are running, and two or three people is running, and only one space is in the lift, and gate is still looking towards closing. And if you want to be in the lift, you must run fastest than ever. Only then you will be in the lift after some time. And if you lose little bit of your efficiency, you will be just outside of the lift, and your whole effort, whole running will be in vain, waste. So this is how I look. So if someone is looking for this, someone must have best of him or her in this.
Okay, that's great, Kapil. One thing more that your English is looking solid. I mean, in terms of vocab, I can see you have very good vocab. So, what is
Uh,
secret behind it?
Thank you for this. I mean, this is very nice of you, and I must say that you are also a good learner, and you are also using. I mean, you are also. Because I didn't allow you to speak much in this video call,
Mhm.
so but I watched your lot of video calls in which you are doing great. So for my side, I must say that this is the combination of my study and my passion. English speaking is not any part of my study because I don't have any kind of examination which I have to give interview in English. But I have exam because I'm preparing for CGL examination. So in the CGL there will be an exam which is 200 questions of 200 marks into 2 hours, and I will have to solve, and I will have to gain 180 plus marks for the final selection. So I'm doing this on that part for my study, and speaking part is my fond. This is my passion, and I would like to speak. I would like to look like a true language speaker, because I always wanted to bilingual person. So I'm doing vocabulary for SSC examination, and if we do something very often, then we can use it anywhere. So I'm using in this.
Okay, that's great. So anyway,
Yes.
I think your internet connection is getting worse because I can't
Yes.
see you. Okay, and I can
Yeah.
just only I can hear you, and sometimes your voice is also breaking. So it's really
Uh,
sad. Anyway, it has been a good conversation with you, Kapil. So we hope that we will share our knowledge in future. We will share something,
yes.
and yeah, I think there is so many things that can learn from you. Okay, so if someone
Yes.
like to really learn something, then definitely you are inspiration for them. So thank you very much for joining with me. Okay, hope you see you again.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you for you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Bye,
Thank
Anand.
you. Bye, Kapil. Bye.